Hello, 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 everyone. Big things are popping in the cryptocurrency space, and I just had to hop on here and give my little 2 cents, or as we call it in the cryptocurrency space, my two satoshis. Okay, um, big banks, big players. You know what I'm saying? Hopping in. Oh my, how the tables have turned. You know, JP Morgan turning the page, I guess. I'm trying to be positive people. But anyway, let me real quick. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you to everyone who hopped on the last stream and showed love. I appreciated it, commented, whoever shared, like I really appreciate everything. Like I'm really humbled by people watching this and you know, getting in on the information. I'm really just trying to share it with a lot of people, as many as possible. And those who take time of their day to watch the stream last time that I did it about Dogecoin and the day of the Doge, I appreciate y'all. So anyway, yeah, let me share this real quick so everybody else can get to it. I don't even know what to put this as, but real quick, I'll just no, that's a crazy thing to say, but let's just put the thinking emoji, which is like my favorite emoji sometimes. I swear, I don't know what it is. But anyway, we shared that out. Let's get to the news. Look, JP Morgan, big bank, top four, United States behemoths, okay? Have essentially it slipped out, sources say, that they're going to offer Bitcoin to their clients, okay, institutional clients, and the Bitcoin will be custodied by NYDIG, which is their custodial, meaning the people that hold the Bitcoin, and their fund that they'll offer to their institutional clients, meaning rich, wealthy individuals, is gonna be offered by JP Morgan. So that's how they're gonna play the game. So NYDIG, if anybody's wondering, they are essentially a forward-thinking version of just any bigger bank stock custodian that holds funds, gold. Like say a custodian would hold the gold while JP Morgan will sell you an IOU for the gold or trade it, whatever. So NYDIG's big. They're just a big player in the space. Retail people like me and you, everybody can't just buy from them. They'd be like a Coinbase for big wigs. All right. So that's big things right now for them to switch sides and hop into the cryptocurrency space like this is a very, very good signal for Bitcoin. This is like essentially legitimifying. What am I saying? It's basically making it more legitimate in the eyes of everyone else. They're not the first. They're kind of following. They're kind of late. They've always been late. They're kind of late. They're following the steps of JP Morgan. Sorry, damn, they are JP Morgan. They're following the steps of Morgan Stanley. So Morgan Stanley's already put out there. They said Morgan Stanley's not even a leak. Morgan Stanley straight up said they're going to offer Bitcoin to their institutional investors or clients. So yeah, in case you don't trust CoinDesk, I don't know, you know, maybe you want some Yahoo News, aka Bloomberg. Here you go. Yahoo Finance is you know, telling us the same thing that was from today. Boom, boom, boom. Read that, check that out, do some research. And when I say do some research, I mean like literally look into what they said. Just like I'm telling you who NYDIG is, I need you to dig into it, especially when it's Jamie Dimon. He's the CEO. That's the guy's face. If you're wondering whose face this is Jamie Dimon. He is the CEO of this big bank, JP Morgan. So Jamie Dimon is an old school cat. Someone may say he's a boomer. I had to go straight to the camera with that one. The reason why people would say such a thing about the Jamie Dimon is because he's in the past said some interesting things about the Bitcoin, right? And here are a few quotes that have been pulled from such videos that you can look up at any point. Jamie Dimon Bitcoin, I swear you'll find the videos from back then, where he says things like, if you're stupid enough to buy it, you'll pay the price for it one day. That day hasn't come yet, but all right, I'll give you that. Maybe one day. I don't. Okay, 2017. That's when he said that, John. All right, next one. He says it's worse than tulip bubble. Okay, the tulip bubble was some years ago, right? I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna overhead view this idea. Is that when people were trading tulips on the tulip market back in the day, it got overhyped. kind of like a product getting overhyped. Everybody's like, oh my God, I got it. Oh my God, it's rare. It's not a lot of them. Oh, you can't grow it here. Buy them. So that's what he's relating it to. But that mania, okay. If you see it that way, bro, Tulip Bulb Mania, maybe it's Tulip Bulb Mania. I don't know. Doesn't look like it to me, or a lot of other people. But anyway, that's what he said back then. Somebody's going to get killed. Like, bro, somebody's going to get killed. Okay. This is a large, wealthy individual saying this stuff. Saying somebody's going to get killed over buying Bitcoin or whatever. It's not a real thing. Eventually, it will close. It will be closed. I guess he's talking about the government shutting down on it. I'm not saying go short Bitcoin and sell 100,000 of Bitcoin before it goes down. He wants to say that it's not advice of what to do. So real quick is like he's saying don't do what people did with GameStop when they shorted it by borrowing some, selling it, making money off of the sale, and buy it back low because you know it's gonna go low. Don't short Bitcoin. Short term, maybe, I don't know. Long term, it's probably a bad idea to short Bitcoin. No one knows short term. Long term, short Bitcoin might be a bad idea. Just my 2 Satoshis, as I said earlier. So his daughter apparently bought Bitcoin. It went up, and now she thinks he's a genius. That's what he says on stage. You can go look those videos up. Jamie Dimon, you're a wild boy, especially when you're about to sell it to your rich folks. When I say rich folks, I just mean wealthy individuals. Anybody's wealthy, right? Knowledge, whatever. But in cash wealthy, those folks, you're about to try to make them buy into Bitcoin after saying all that craziness. Why would you do that, Jamie? Why? Here's my 2 cents on what happened. Bitcoin's been performing so well in the last 10 years that his clients came at him and said, yo, if you don't start offering this to us, we're going to go to Morgan Stanley, who just said they offering it. So figure this out, bro. We gave you money to make us more money. We didn't give you money to slip up and miss the trend, miss the wave, miss this tsunami that's coming. That's what happened. Real quick, let me check the stream, make sure stuff's rolling. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good. Stream's rolling. I appreciate y'all watching. So yeah, it's one of those situations where I think their hands were forced. And it's all about making money. And in the end, it's really them trying to make a profit off of it, because when they go in and start offering it to their clients, they're saying that it's written in there that it's supposedly it's going to be an actively managed fund. And with Bitcoin, you kind of just buy and hold it. It's appreciating 200% over the years. You really don't got to make a decent amount. You could just let it sit in a digital wallet. You don't need to touch it. You don't need to trade it back and forth. You're making 200% over the years. It's easy work. So actively managing it means they're going to try to get more than that by selling it, buying it back, trading it, flipping it basically in the market. And they're going to charge you a fee to do so. And they're hoping that they'll make enough that they can give you a percentage and keep charging you at the same time, like saying that they're going to give you a good return, but charge you for the actively managed part, right? They're trying to make money. That's what's happening. So at the end of the day, them coming in to me is like, the only thing it's doing for me is just making it more like legitimized. That's it. I don't really care as much anymore about them moving the market. I get it. They could, but the market's going to go up. Like at the end of the day, that's the plan. So yeah, on to another topic real quick. Let's talk about this next NFL player that's doing big things. Yeah. Shane Colin, whatever. Culkin. Jesus, I can't read sometimes. Who knows? Big man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Charger guy. Yeah, he's doing big things. He knows something, because 100% of his paycheck is being paid in Bitcoin. 100%. I have my conviction. I have my conviction, but 100% of my salary though. Woo, I don't know what percentage I'd be at, but if I was in him, but 100%'s up there. I still unfortunately have to pay bills, pay mortgages. You know, I don't know if I put 100, but I put a lot. But if I was him, but woo, that is some strong conviction, and he's gonna hold on. That's adoption, people. That's adoption when you want to get paid. He's not the first, by the way. Former Russel Okung, former Seahawks player. He took, or former, what am I saying? Former, current? I don't know. 50% of his was gone into Bitcoin back in December of last year. Here's a tweet about it from another Ian. His salary was split in half, right? And at the time, that was the amount his salary was. So what the hell, Twitter? All right, Twitter trying to take over like I ain't already. Anyway, he got half his salary into Bitcoin. And since then, you know what I'm saying? Look at the date. That's basically the end of the year. Bitcoin was low at that point. So you know what he at now? Let me just cut to the chase, because actually right here. Why am I hearing stuff? Jesus. I swear CNBC trying to take over my stream. I hear it in my ear. Y'all might not be hearing it, but they really, really, really are annoying with the ads. Or is it NBC? It's NBC. Can't trust them. Point is, he is like the most wealthiest player now, highest paid player now, because Bitcoin went uppity up in the last couple months since he got paid half his salary in Bitcoin. Let's just try to find that on the chart. Let's just go back to the yearly chart on Coin Market Cap and find December, and we could maybe try to do some quick math. What am I doing? I'm in July. What am I saying? Boom. Somewhere here. All right, go to January. It's going up, and yeah, right. Geez, mouse. Ooh, Bitcoin. Is this the price chart? Yeah, this chart tripping. Oh. Anyway, it was up. I'm trying to confuse it to why this chart's so hard to read right now for me. Doesn't matter. Bitcoin was low. 27. There we go. 27,000 on next 26.5, right? So anyway, I'm not gonna do the math for you, but I'm pretty sure you can figure this out. He got a lot of Bitcoin back then for half his salary, and it's up right now. So wealthy man. And can't understate this, man. It's not just those two NFL players. There's a lot of other players that are in the game right now that are trying to get paid in Bitcoin. I wish I could get paid directly in Bitcoin. Actually, I can, but it requires me to trust somebody to buy the Bitcoin. There's a custodian that or exchange that they used to deposit the money like a direct deposit, and then get it to transfer into Bitcoin, and the Bitcoin sent to them. I think it's called Strike, but don't trust me. It's either Stripe or Strike. I think it's Strike. But, check that out if you want to do some direct deposits into Bitcoin from your employer. All right. Real quick before I jump into the Biden capital gains situation, which kind of wrecked the market, as I would say, last week. Just checking his live stream, making sure everything's rolling. Cool. All right. So last week, we took a nosedive. I did want to get in here and chat about it, but at the time, like, I was busy and everybody and their mama was talking about it, so I just was like, let people get informed by somebody else just in case. But I'm here now. I'm hopped on. Let's get to it. Back on, it looks like the 23rd, 3 days ago, but it started to really catastrophically fall down on the 22nd. That was a Thursday. If you really look back further than that, I feel like it really started earlier. Yep. Yeah. And I think it was a Saturday. I think this first little drop right here, I forgot the news was about Bitcoin miners in China, meaning the ones that are processing the transaction, the machines that are spread across the globe. Some of them in the China side got shut down, and because of that, it went down. I don't think that shook out enough new people in the game for the wealthy that want to shake them out. We're satisfied with. So essentially, I think more news was pushed across to everybody's eyeballs to scare them into thinking they need to sell all their Bitcoin again. So when the Biden tax plan situation came out, it's a proposal. Got to be clear about that. A proposal to have higher capital gains tax. And real quick, I'm not a CPA, I'm not a financial advisor, but capital gains tax is essentially what you get charged for any gain you make off of an investable asset that appreciates in value. So if you make money on that, Uncle Sam going to take their cut. It's set up for short-term capital gains and there's long-term capital gains. Anything under a year is short-term capital gains. Anything over long-term capital gains. So you get taxed less if you hold for a longer time. A lot of people will just say hold to encourage you to not try to get taxed on assets, stocks, and all that stuff if you do short-term, because it's going to be a higher amount of percentages. All right. So that scared them because they're thinking, okay, capital gains could go up to like 43 when it's really at like 30, depending on your tax bracket, 15, 30. If you bring it up that high for the wealthy, they're going to panic their future assets, their future gains will be depleted if that goes through. So they're saying that they sold now to take advantage of the low amount, but it only affected, it would, if proposal goes through, it would affect the like top 10% of people. Like, I'm not saying those people don't have a ton of money to lose, but what is everybody selling off their crypto for a proposal that will affect the top wealthiest people? I'm not saying they need to get taxed or anything. I'm not saying it's a good tax plan. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying, what are you panicking for? But that's for people to drop in the comments below if you want to chime in. Because that's all that was, happening. A proposal got announced and people just like, sell everything. Oh my God. The news, it's amazing, right? CNBC, and I watch them, but sometimes I'm just like, y'all, some fear mongering, clickbaity title people. So anyway, read this. Feel free to check that out. Check if I'm wrong. And before we head out, I got to talk about something. I appreciate y'all watching. Like I said earlier, every like, share, subscribing or following of this page, man, big things, man. I can't thank y'all enough. So I'm gonna look out for you guys. I really want to help, you know what I'm saying? Not just bring you the news, not just tell you my opinions, which, are not financial advice. I want to say, like, do some research and avoid scams. Big things are happening, so scammers are coming at the same time, to take advantage of people. So check out bitcoin.org. They have a section for scams. They kind of highlight some of them, when people are trying to blackmail you, give you free fake exchanges that like are mimicking what Coinbase, what Cash App is doing, mimics what, Swan Bitcoin and maybe Binance.us for the US people is doing to, they're just trying to get your Bitcoin and get your money out your hand. So I want you to look out and be vigilant. There's these Bitcoin giveaways that'll pop up in ads saying that if you send me 1 Bitcoin, they'll send you 2. Like, stop it. Like that's not a thing. Okay. People don't ask you to send them Bitcoin to give you another Bitcoin. You can hold the Bitcoin yourself and appreciate over time in value because it's valuable. Anyway, imposters, somebody might eventually try to have my icon on their profile and say it's me. I'd be flattered. But at the same time, I don't want y'all to just go ahead and follow any advice they give just cause. Like, do your own research. Make sure it's even me talking to you, for one. I'm not gonna slide in anybody DM trying to ask them for money. Like, that's not my style. I don't do that. Like, I'd rather give you some Bitcoin to encourage you to do some stuff. I'm here trying to give you as much information as I can. I'm not trying to ask of you to send me some money and I'll flip it for you. That's not a thing I like. Like, no. Malware, viruses, be vigilant, people. Check it out. Once again, those were some things that I just wanted to talk about, and I appreciate every one of you. Be vigilant, stay up to date on this news, and if you feel like it, there's stuff like Cointelegraph, CoinDesk, BitcoinNews.com. I think there's a ton of places, man. Bitcoin Twitter essentially is like the fastest feed, and gotta drop this one. Clubhouse. Get on Clubhouse if you can. Message me below, DM me, whatever. I'll give you an invite. Clubhouse has become rapid fire news for crypto or anything you're trying to stay up to date on. So when you want to learn something real quick and chat it out with people live, like, I think Clubhouse is becoming that thing. And of course, Twitter and Facebook are trying to come up off of that vibe too and do audio only platforms. But Clubhouse is big right now when it comes to getting some Bitcoin news up to date, man. So get on there. DM me if you want a link to get on there, invite, and get on Black Bitcoin Billionaires. It's not just for Black people; it's for everyone. And ask those questions. Cafe Bitcoin. And I'll just say those for now because you can subscribe to whatever you want on there. Thank you. Appreciate your time. And I'm out. So I got to minimize this in order to be actually out. And I'll be forgetting how difficult it is to end the stream. But peace.